do some go ahead and operate a summer, for the students that are attending summer school, their summer school lunch, breakfast, and lunch separate from you
At the same
time?
No, ma'am.
Do you provide breakfast?
We do provide breakfast. We provide breakfast and lunch, both. And I'll go ahead and just pass that around. This is just a sample menu. It's not in its final stages, but we do provide breakfast. It meets all USDA and nutritional guidelines according to the state. We have a certified nutritionist on staff who works with our menu to ensure that not only it meets the guidelines, but that it is a healthy food for the children as well. We also want to keep in mind that along with that, you want to provide meals for the children that are also healthy, but that they want to eat as well. And working in food service, you know, you can serve them something that they're not familiar with, and unless you have lots of ketchup or a lot of gravy, it's going to kind of go right in the trash can. So, you know, you want to just keep in mind that the items that we do serve, we want to have child-friendly items. We don't want to serve cold sandwiches every day. A lot of ISDs that I've talked to in the past, that's what they did. They served cold sandwiches, and at one point in time, the city of Tyler, before we actually took over the city of Tyler's summer feeding program, they served cold sandwiches every day. And you know, you can only eat so many cold sandwiches. So I'm really excited about our menu this year. We have made some really good changes. Along with some of your concerns, that all the food product is going to be first run course product, no out-of-date product, because, you know, like I said, we value your partnership. Even with the concern, it came from you. You know, there was also concern from other parents, and the last thing we want to do is not be able to feed children in areas that need this program, whether it's just in the course of operation of summer school, which I do have several communities that just do summer school, and we have alternative feeding sites elsewhere throughout the summer. Or if it's just providing, you know, parents that are dropping their kids off for summer school that have siblings that may not be attending, they can come on in and eat too. So it's a good opportunity to be able to service not only the kids that are attending the summer school, but also siblings that they may have at home as well.
What about juice at breakfast or fresh fruit?
We implemented fresh fruit last year. We had some trouble with some of the product. Traveling bananas, for example, are kind of a hit and miss. But we had apples and oranges last year. We will have a variety of fruit juices, fruit twists, apples in a cup, pears, mixed fruit, so mandarin oranges. Those are all some of the different fruit components that we have incorporated. Breakfast always has a juice component with it, along with the milk component as well. So and in addition with the snack.
What would be items in addition to what you have listed here?
Those are all the items. When you see, like, for example, the Lucky Charms, it's I call it a hotel cereal, which is the serving size, which meets the grain requirement. Your milk, it has utensils, napkin, spork, straw. It also has a 4-ounce juice or 6-ounce juice included in that. In addition to like a snack item, maybe animal crackers or goldfish or something like that. So it does it meets the requirement, but it also exceeds the requirement as far as nutrition is concerned. So even though it only says the cereal, it is a unitized meal in addition with the milk. It's not just a cereal and a milk.
Would it be left up to the district to advertise, to let the people know?
We actually have a huge marketing campaign around that, in which we utilize 211, which is the state service. Anyone can call 211 and they can write them to any type of service they may need. We also utilize our website. We do have a nutrition education flyer that we do send out to all the school districts to let them know, once approved by the superintendent, to let the children know where the summer feeding sites are. Unfortunately, we've sent that out, so if this is something you want to continue to pursue, we will do the advertisement for you, whether it's through direct mail and out in the paper. We do press releases as well. We do PSAs, and we actually have a new system in which we're trying out this year. A lot of kids have phones, and so to kind of stay with the trend of things, we're offering up a text and find summer feeding locator. So they can text a number, and within 24 hours, one of our staff at the East Texas Food Bank will respond to them with the nearest feeding site in their community where they can go and get a meal during the summertime.
So we provide the staff, like, to serve the food and also clean up afterwards,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then are you funded through National School Lunch?
We work with TDA. They also have the Seamless Summer program, which some schools opt to do. It's a whole different type of guideline as far as that goes. The benefits of our program is all the food costs are completely covered. We provide the transportation to get the meals to you. We cover the cost of the meal, the packaging, all of that. So you're not financially in the hole for purchasing food or leftover food. The only concern you might have is just being able to provide staff to serve that. Everything comes fresh every day for the program.
I'm kind of curious to be able to get the breakfast meal here. What time of day would you have it arriving?
Breakfast we deliver a day in advance.
I see.
So if your summer school starting on, say, June 10th, we would set up a time with our site contact, which would be Miss Lou. We would set up a time to meet with her here at the campus, deliver the breakfast, put the milk in the refrigerator. And breakfast is shelf stable, and we actually do have some thaw and serve muffins to kind of broaden our breakfast menu a little bit. Blueberry chocolate chip and some other items. We're also looking into kind of giving more of a variety to the children as a change this year. So aside from those, even once they're thawed, they have a 7-day shelf life. So really, milk is the only thing that needs to be refrigerated as far as breakfast goes, and it's delivered a day in advance. So when you receive your lunch, you'll receive your breakfast for the next day.
We're using the fresh milk as opposed to the
Yes.
UHT milk.
And we're using fresh milk.
So it does require refrigeration.
Low fat or skim?
Is it 2%?
2%.
1 or 2% milk. And it is the regular milk. At one point, we did serve the flavored milk, but due to some of the nutrition questions that arose from strawberry milk and chocolate milk, we went ahead and said, okay, we'll go with the 1 or 2% milk.
Coming from a hungry stomach, yummy. I was looking on your website. Could you just talk about the backpack program that you have?
Sure. The backpack program runs during the school year, and it's $153 for one child for the entire school year, 36 to 38 week period. It is a self-funded program, meaning most of the communities, I'd say 95% of the communities that participate in the program raise their own funding for the program, and I'll tell you about Hallsville in a second. The backpack program serves as a staple for children who are experiencing hunger at home. So you know that they'll eat all week, breakfast and lunch, and when they leave, even in the afternoons, they may not have anything to eat for supper. The backpack program is a staple. It provides roughly about 3.5 meals and some snacks. It's all child-friendly items that they can prepare either with a microwave or eat right out of the can, the pop-top cans. We do have a nutritionist that we also work with to provide nutritious foods in those backpacks for the children. It is the administrators, the faculty, the cafeteria managers and workers work collectively to identify children that may be good candidates for the program. And from that, after they're identified, they receive a backpack full of food each week, even including the holidays. So if you have a 2-week Christmas holiday, of course you'll have to send the bag home, each bag throughout the week, because it'd be too much for a young elementary child to actually carry at one time. You send that home over the weekend each week that they're going to be gone. So obviously it's not enough to sustain them the entire time, but at least you know that they're going to have something for that amount of time. In addition to that, we also try to make sure that we provide additional resources at holidays, vacation times like spring break, to let families know that in addition, this program is for children focused on childhood hunger, that there are also community pantries where they can go and get a box of food and actually prepare for their family as well through that program. Hallsville is very unique in the sense that they started several years ago and were one of our first backpack program sites. Their ISD completely funds their entire program of 200 plus children at all of their campuses. So you're looking at elementary, middle, and high school participation. And with each within each one of those schools, it's a different way that children get their backpacks. As you know, high school is much more discreet. They may have an appointment with their counselor or in between classes where they will go and get their backpack, either put it in their locker or in their vehicle. The cost also includes a backpack, a one-time purchase of a backpack. So if a child does not have a backpack, they don't want to use their own, there's also a backpack that's provided for them. There's no insignia on any of the bags that are used for the program. They can use their own backpack. All of their identities are kept confidential. So it's at the discretion of the campus as to how they want to distribute the backpacks to the children, whether it's a backpack club that meets on Fridays or a special time, or utilizing your student government to actually take those backpacks to the classrooms of teachers who have students in there that participate before school. A lot of the campuses really actively involve all of their students in the program somehow, whether it's moving crates, picking up empty backpacks, distributing them out to the classrooms, or packing them. So they actively involve all of their students on their campus in some aspect of the program.